Hi, it's Clemmy from the NARM Clinic, and in part 5 of Digestive System 101, this week we are talking about the small intestine. And our small intestine is a really important part of our digestive system. This is where most of the nutrients from our food are absorbed, and those nutrients enable our body to function properly. So despite its name, our small intestine is actually a massive organ with an average length of 3 to 5 meters. And if you stretched it out, it would be the same surface area as the size of a tennis court. Now, it takes around 2 to 6 hours for food to move through our small intestine, and there are 3 parts. So the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. So our small intestine's main job is to break down and absorb our nutrients, but it also plays a major role in our immune system and acts as a barrier, only allowing certain things to enter our body, a kind of gatekeeper of sorts. Now, absorption of nutrients begins in our duodenum, so that's our first part of our small intestine, and continues as food moves through our small intestine. Now, in the blog that accompanies this video, I have put together an infographic which shows you which part of the small intestine certain nutrients are absorbed in. So go over to my website, have a look at the blog and check that out. And the reason why this is important is because inflammation or damage in any part, specific part of our small intestine, can lead to specific nutrient deficiencies because there are specific parts where different nutrients are absorbed. Now, there's quite a lot that goes on in that first part of our small intestine, the duodenum. So first of all, enzymes, which are the things that help to chemically break down our food. They're produced in our pancreas, and they enter here into the duodenum to do their job and help to chemically break down that food so that we can absorb it. Bicarbonate is also introduced here in the duodenum, and that helps to neutralize the really strong stomach acid. Otherwise, our small intestine isn't really built for that. Now, in addition, bile, which is produced in our liver and helps to break down fat, is delivered into our duodenum from our gallbladder. Now, our gallbladder is a temporary storage facility for that bile once it's been manufactured in our liver and awaits delivery to our small intestine to carry out its job. So how can IBD impact the small intestine? So Crohn's disease can affect any part of our small intestine, but it's actually most common in the ileum, and that's our last part of our small intestine. Now, the inflammation caused by Crohn's in our small intestine leads to destruction of that intestinal lining, and that decreases that surface area that we were talking about, that's the size of a tennis court, but it decreases that surface area where absorption of essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients takes place, and that's the thing that helps lead to deficiencies. Now, lack of these nutrients and deficiencies in these nutrients can interfere with the proper functioning of our bodies, as these nutrients all play really important different roles to make our body work properly. And that's one of the reasons why people with Crohn's disease experience many other symptoms beyond the gut. Anyway, I hope you found that helpful. Please join me again next week where we're moving on to the large intestine.